Hey, welcome to episode 43. I am Geoff.
I'm Gena.
Gena's taking a nighttime dip.
Oh my God, this water's cold, but it feels good.
And trust me, don't mind cold. Cold for anyone up north. This is not cold. This is probably like shower. This is like a shower.
It's not just. Woo!
And hold it. We want to congratulate D. Etta Wilcoxon
Representative Wilcoxon.
of Michigan.
Yes,
She won her seat,
last week Tuesday.
and we want to congratulate her. There's Gena. There I am. There's the night. We are here in Cable Beach.
Oh my God,
And here we go.
water.
Oh, we also wanna give a thumbs up to the consumer reporter of the Bahamas, Graham Weatherford.
Graham Weatherford.
Hey, well done.
Well done,
You
Graham.
like what you're doing?
Yeah.
So here we are at sunset, and look at that. You can see one of the planes coming, international flights coming in,
Oh yeah.
and we're just enjoying a nice sunset swim.
I hope there's lights on the runway.
And that's
Apparently that's a problem there here.
that's LPIA.
Yeah.
They got lights.
And they need electricity more than the rest of us, I guess.
So they've got everything straight there.
Just be safe, everyone.
You know it. Come on, let's
Oh my
get you a
gosh.
towel.
Yeah, cool.
Let's get you a towel, and
There's a lot of controversy going on around.
well, we're gonna get you your libation.
Oh gosh, awesome. Geoff, I totally
Hey.
gotta get my towel.
Yeah, no problem.
I mean, the water feels good.
But out here is a little. So we're gonna give you. Let me give them a little tour while you get the towel. So here we are. This is our neighborhood beach. Bahamas is 7 by 21, and wherever you are, may your sunsets look like this, or you got to come down for it. Anyway, that's a little penthouse. There's a little palm tree and everything. So here we go. And there's a little hotel in the back that you can come to. So keep in mind, it's been elections. We want to congratulate everyone on a tough election.
Oh, in the U.S., yeah, man.
That
And
was
America, great.
no joke.
Yeah.
I know
Good
that
display of democracy. It's good. You got your president on lock now. You can control him now.
everything.
Everybody in the world understands what you did, and we thank you.
And we were talking about who was
Which one?
Texas.
Sex? Oh.
We got it.
man. Yeah.
He came through, so you congratulate the senator.
Senator from
Cruz.
Texas? Senator Cruz, that's
There
right.
you go.
The vampire, right?
Well, he transformed.
Texas loves vampires.
Well,
That's right.
he transformed. He didn't like the president. He didn't like Trump. Now he likes Trump. So
But
hey,
I
he
wanted
survived.
Beto to win. I'm sorry. I really wanted Beto to win because
Hey,
Beto's cute.
a big shout out to Beto. Love your concession speech.
Oh my God, that's
You
like
know?
that F-bomb was off the chain,
We love the
man.
concession speech. Hold it, let me try to get the
And I
nice
heard it when it was
sunset.
live too. I was just like, Geoff, did he say what he just said? I
Yes,
was
he
like,
did.
Yeah, he did.
And we were like cheering.
Thumbs up, man, that was awesome.
And we were like, I'm telling you, we were clapping.
Yeah, we were clapping.
We had never heard a concession speech quite like that. It just took
Beto
everything.
O'Rourke for president, man. 2020 what? 2020. That's right.
You know what? Like I said, whatever's happening, it's just the beginning of his career.
Oh yeah.
It's just the beginning.
He's off the chain, man.
So we're sitting here on a nice day. This is a nice Tuesday.
Yeah.
And
Nice Tuesday evening.
beautiful Tuesday evening, and this is what we do on a Tuesday evening.
Yeah.
So you got to come down here.
Chill out on the beach.
And we're very relaxed.
Take a dip.
I was just trying to make sure you get all of the beauty of the beach at sunset. And there's the beauty.
Oh,
And
you're
on
so
the
sweet.
beach.
I love you,
I
Geoff.
love you. Here you go, Gina. See, and as you know, the world is going through many different things, and
Lots of controversies going around the world.
everywhere. The climate change, the migration, and we're going to talk a little bit about the migration.
Oh, we want to say congratulations to Spanish Wells for
Congratulations, Spanish Wells.
the Prime Minister finally took up your plight, and he gave an appropriate response. No more arranged marriages with DR men to our Bahamian women, so they could fish out our oceans and carry the food back home to DR and never to be seen again. So congratulations, PM, for doing a good job and for listening to the people of Spanish Wells, you know?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know,
I'm
They-
so happy for Spanish Wells.
they deserve it. And like I said, they've been working very hard, and you know,
This is what we-
government is protecting them and stepping up.
Awesome. You know, because Eleuthera needs to be protected now, and government's paying a lot of attention to Eleuthera. So Spanish Wells, you fall under that whole area that the government is now looking at, because, you know, Disney's coming there, so they got to make sure all y'all are happy and all y'all
Absolutely.
are making money.
And keep in mind, extremely appreciated for the industry that you're providing to the Bahamas.
Yeah, because Disney's going to need a lot of lobster to sell to
And crawfish and
crawfish.
everything that you catch.
Yeah.
So this is just the beginnings.
It's the beginning of
And-
opportunity.
And like I said, you are protected, Spanish Wells. You are appreciated greatly.
You know, I was talking to Geoff earlier today, right? And I was telling Geoff, I said, you know, I think we need to remind or let Spanish Wells people know, you know, whenever you see strange boats coming in your area trying to fish out your waters, go out there with the boat and hoist up an American flag, right? Just temporarily hoist up the American flag, because once they see that American flag hoisted up, they're gonna get scared and they're gonna think you got guns on your boat, or you got guns on land, and that's gonna scare them away.
And now
So-
that's permission to get more guns.
that's right. That's permission to get more guns, you know?
There you go. Let's give them the ocean.
No, so like, all right, there's another part to it too, you know? So when they ask you, well, you know, what's going on here? So when they ask you, well, what's going on here? Where are we? You're in Spanish Wells.
We don't speak Spanish.
We don't speak Spanish.
Jump in. Like I said, we had it worked out. I forgot that lie, but anyway, congratulations again.
Yeah.
So here we are on Cable Beach,
Yeah.
and good nightfall, good sunset, a beautiful sunset.
Yeah.
Hold it. Let's give it to you from this side, so you can see, and you're enjoying. You know, the situation is. This is Spanish Wells. What is Spanish Wells? Well, we don't speak Spanish.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That was the
So
joke.
that was the joke. There we
yeah,
go.
I said we don't speak Spanish.
You
So,
know,
go
so-
back to the DR.
So to the immigration, keep in mind, it's not about, as we were talking about, immigration is not about the climbing of the walls or people coming
They're coming anyway.
who cannot afford. We're talking about the people who are not talking, that are being excluded from this, and those who have money, who encourage immigration, bribe immigration departments around the world.
The immigration department here, particularly in the Bahamas, has to understand that we have a Prevention of Bribery Act here that prevents any government official from accepting bribes from anyone, anywhere for any reason, and that includes the Department of Immigration. And I understand that there are 2 people that are under investigation right now, under an FBI investigation. An affidavit was sent to the Attorney General's office, to the AG's office, and that needs to be prosecuted, okay? Because that is treason. That is not just a bribery case. That is treason. And for the first time, we as Bahamians have to support the government on punishing those that sell off our country for their own personal gain. We cannot continue like this, all right? And Bahamians have to, you know, we have to grow up, we have to mature, and we have to, I'm sorry, we can't cover up for these people anymore, okay? And the reason why I say this is because when back it, and I'm going to say this straight out. And I don't care who says who has a problem with it. Okay, Clarence Russell and William Pratt both know what they did. Okay, they've been under investigation for years now, from before 2000 and from before Ingram lost the 2012 election. Okay.
So just to give you a little bit of background, I'm sure that a lot of people realize that in all countries, there are many people coming into your country from the southern parts, the hot spots, the hotter part with climate change.
Well, in this particular case, it was Haiti. Okay, it was a Haitian.
In this particular case.
In this particular case, with William Pratt and the FBI investigation, it was a Haitian national or a Haitian Bahamian or whatever that arranged for Haitian passports to be sold to Haitian nationals trying to get into the United States.
And the reason that Gena knows...
That is against the law.
The reason that Gena knows is because as a Bahamas information officer in 2013...
Yeah, I've been a Bahamas Information Services officer for the past 11 years, but particularly I was the information officer that was dispatched to Grand Bahama in June of 2012. I was the one that traveled with Shane Gibson. He was the Minister of Labor and National Insurance at the time. And what happened is that the National Insurance, what happened is that a lot of money from National Insurance, which is the Bahamian version of Social Security in the Bahamas, how much money? A lot of money. I thought you were going to turn on your phone so that I can get the press release. I wrote a press release in 2012 based on the investigation that we uncovered, where I took pictures and I documented what was going on in the C.A. Smith government complex in Freeport, Grand Bahama, which is the Cornelius A. Smith government complex. Cornelius A. Smith is now the deputy to the Governor General. Okay, now, but at the time, I don't know what happened at the time, but this building was named after him at the time. Okay, and the National Insurance Director was Algernon Corrigal. He's the one that approved the. Just open up on WhatsApp. He's the one that approved the. Oh boy, he's the one that approved the allocation of funds to construct the C.A. Smith building, which was a building in Grand Bahama specifically designed to house four government revenue departments in it. Okay, and the government revenue departments were the Passport Office, which was manned by Clarence Russell, the Immigration Department, which was manned by William Pratt. Then there was the Customs Department, which was manned by, I'll get his name in a minute, and the Treasury was also supposed to go into that building. Four government revenue departments were supposed to go in that building. What happened is that the Treasury Department never went into the building because the building was not secure enough to house the Treasury Department. Okay, so instead they had the Ministry of Education in that building, along with the Customs, Immigration, and Passport Office, like I said before. Okay, so
now Gena, her articles appear in Bahamas Weekly, and they can be pulled up on Google and under Gena Gibbs /BIS, and depending upon the building.
Okay, well, you can't see it right here from the phone, but you can find the story if you. All you have to do is Google. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, they can see my breast. Okay. All you have to.
Flashlight too.
They can see the flashlight too.
There you go.
I think they would like to see my breasts.
There you go.
But that's
It's
another
flash-
story.
Yeah.
That's another show.
Yes.
Oh,
We don't want to blind you with that.
Oh,
We want to
no,
make
we
sure
don't.
you get to see the sunset.
Yeah, and you get this information too, okay? You can find this information at Gena Gibbs. You just Google Gena Gibbs, GENA/BIS/BIS/ Shane Gibson. That's SHANEGIBSON/ Grand Okay, and the story should come up on the BahamasWeekly.com.
And you've
and
written
the name
more
of
than one story.
Yeah, I've written thousands of stories, tens of thousands of stories, but don't worry about that. This one was sent out from BIS while I was an information officer. This was released and published, and it's the caption of it is Minister Gibson tours C.A. Smith building. Oh boy, I think I gotta touch it. What the? It won't open.
She got an iPhone. I got an Android. She don't know how to use my Android.
Yeah,
iPhones will spoil you.
Yeah, it does. Cause no, that's it right there. No, pull it up. No, not that. It's gotta pull it up like that. God.
It's not pulling.
All right,
up like that.
yeah. There it is. Okay, all right, here it is. Okay, so now so that you know, okay, because y'all need to make sure that Geoff, y'all need to make sure that the Attorney General gets this information too, because I heard on the radio tonight he just received the affidavit from the FBI, and then they have to do investigations on whether or not they're going to prosecute this. You got to prosecute this one. This is no joke. This is serious. Okay?
And this is for every international community, for everyone having this situation.
Yeah.
It's more than people just coming in illegally. They're coming in also through customs.
This is human trafficking. We have a human trafficking problem inside here. You know, a lot of white slavery, people being sold and bought and sold for for sex, for
whatever.
You know, whatever, servitude. You know, menial jobs, whatever. But it needs to be corrected, okay? Because there's a lot of things I'm going to tell you that we saw in that building that y'all need to know. I don't know if those things are still there, but y'all need to know what we found. All right, we found a serious problem inside there.
In the C.A. Smith building.
That's in the C.A. Smith building.
In Freeport, Grand Bahama.
Okay, now this is this press release was published on July 5th, 2012. Okay, and it says Freeport, the Bahamas. It says Minister of Labor and National Insurance, the Honorable D. Shane Gibson, on June 28th, toured the new $18 million C.A. Smith building in Freeport. So Bahamians, $18 million of your Social Security money went to go pay for the construction of this building. Now wait till I tell you the rest of the story of what I found. Thank you, Geoff. All right. It says the three-story government complex opened in March and houses the offices and conference rooms of 3 major government revenue entities. That's what I wrote back then, because that's the truth. Okay? The Passport Office, Customs, and Immigration. Okay? It says here, it also houses the offices of head staff at the Ministry of Education and the first floor conference center and cafeteria. Government staff occupying the building had the opportunity to share their concerns about the building. Okay? It also houses... Okay, that was the end of it, right? So, in this, I've got pictures of Minister Gibson touring customs. Hold on, man. Touring customs with Alfred Stubbs. I took that picture, BIS photo by Gena Gibbs. There's Minister Gibson tours... Jesus Christ.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Minister Gibson tours education, pictured with Sandra Edgecombe that was the lady from the Ministry of Education who spoke to Minister Gibson at the time. That's also one of my pictures too. And Minister Gibson tours Immigration Department, pictured with Dwight Benaby, and that was also one of my photos. Okay? Now, the first photo is Minister Gibson greeted by Dwight Bennerby, Immigration Assistant Director. Okay? So Dwight Bennerby would be able to tell you all of what William Pratt did while he was the Director of Immigration. Okay? And then all of them will start singing on each other after that. All right? That's what you have to... No. It's the truth. You know what I mean? Okay, what y'all need to understand, the reason why we were sent in, okay, is because Ingram had to lose the 2012 election. I know y'all ain't gonna agree with me on this, but this shit run deep. All right? Ingram had to lose the 2012 election because of all the corruption that was going on under him by senior civil servants who felt that they were above the law. Okay? Ingram had to take a fall to let Perry Christie come in and bring in a whole new staff to deal with the corruption and the theft that was going on. Now, let me tell you why. That C.A. Smith building, the way it was constructed, that building had no windows. No windows in it. It was like a 3-story building, no windows.
$14 million?
And after $18 million, this building had no windows. Then when we went outside, we found there was an air-conditioned room, and it was a room that controlled the sprinkler system to the entire building, was outside of the building, okay? It had no doorknob on it, no locks. And then when you opened it up, all you saw was a map covered in, cellophane, or it was laminated. It was a laminated map, so it didn't get wet or destroyed. And it was sticking on the door on the outside of the building with no lock on it. So anybody could have walked up into the back of that building and find out the sprinkler system, and turn on the sprinkler system, cause all the security to run out the building so they can come in through the back and go and rob the
wherever they wanted to go.
It was set up as a heist for an inside job. All right, that's why we were like, what the, how could you have all the government's money inside here in vaults and safes and stuff?
And when you went to take pictures,
you
were blocked.
Yes.
People tried to block you, or some person tried to block you.
Yeah, man, that was I didn't like that because I've never experienced that before on any of my assignments before, right? I said, when I was taking pictures, I noticed Algernon Cargill was sticking his fingers up in my lenses and stuff. And other people were standing in front of me and blocking me while I was trying to take pictures of all the the defaults inside the building. And I was like, well, I mean, I didn't understand really what was going on at the time, but now looking back on all this, yeah, I see it. I see exactly what you guys were trying to hide. All right, that is treason in this country, and you need to be used as an example, because we can't have that kind of stuff. That Freeport is already almost 50% in unemployment. Okay. And now you're causing Freeport to go down, all right? You're causing Freeport to go further and further into destruction. It's because of the Freeport has the problems that it has because they have no way of dealing with their corruption problems over there. And y'all need to solve that first before you can start making money again, all right? And that's my personal opinion. That's what I saw. And you can criticize me if you want, but that was the issue.
And to our friend in Indianapolis, Debbie G., who would love to come down to the Bahamas, her husband is very ill. And let us pass this medical marijuana situation as quickly as possible. We can do it. Freeport, Grand Bahama Port Authority, you can be the very first one to open up, since you are a government within a government. So while the Bahamian government has got councils and everything going on, you can step up because you got a smaller constituents, smaller acreage to deal with.
They only got like 4 constituents.
Exactly.
Four
so
constituencies. For
Debbie G., one of our friends of the Geoff and Gena show, we're trying to get her and many others, because Freeport would be a wonderful, as we have both said, a wonderful retirement community
in
the Caribbean. and it's perfect for it. It's a very slow-paced life, and there is nothing like it in the Caribbean where they would feel safe, where people would feel safe and feel very comfortable to be together with their husband or wife or alone, or maybe find someone of equal age in which they can share these autumnal years,
All right,
as they say.
another thing that we were discussing too, right, is that since we're talking about policy issues, and since I can advise the government on policy issues, under the Bahamas Information Services Act, what you need to understand, right, is that the Grand Lucayan right now is not really an attractive project for any investor. Okay, it's an old hotel, and
It would have to be rebuilt.
yeah, and it's got to be renovated, and it's just people like new things. Young people like new things. They don't like old things. Okay, so I would think that maybe
To make a cheaper, a more cost-effective.
solution for getting a return on investment, ROI, whatever you want to call it, on the purchase of the Grand Lucayan Hotel. Try to sell that to a retirement community, somewhere in the States or something. A seniors home. You can doctors and nurses can have alternative job prospects. They could work in a seniors home in the Bahamas.
And from what we have just found from the Geoff and Gena show, people around the world want to come here of all ages.
Well, see, the thing is, right, is that also too, we don't have a seniors home community here. And I remember Sir Durwood Knowles talking to me, because when I was appointed to the National Council of Older Persons for about 4 years, I remember I was there when Sir Durwood Knowles was a member, and one of the things he expressed is that here in the Bahamas we don't have a seniors community, a place where like a nursing home, and it would be nice to have a national nursing home. I mean, I know we got the geriatric hospital, but that isn't enough. That can't house everybody, and not everybody wants to stay in the geriatric hospital. So if you turn that, Freeport doesn't need a casino. All right, if you turn that into the Grand Lucayan into a nursing home where people that older people, retired people that cannot live in cold climates, that need to come down to a warmer climate like Florida, or if they don't want to go to Florida, they want to stay.
They have another option.
They have another option. They could stay in Freeport, Grand Bahama.
The Bahamas.
And nurses will have other career options. If they don't want to work in the hospital, or if they don't want to work for PHA, they can go into caretaking or whatever, you know what I mean? And they could probably make a lot more money. I mean, I remember when I put my father in a senior's home, it cost us anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000 a month for him alone, and they had at least about 100 seniors living there in that compound, and they had games for them. They had different things, different memory things that triggered their memories and stuff, and they made it fun for the seniors. They made aging fun. So that could be something that you could think of, and you can name it after Sir Durwood Knowles, because he would love that. It was his idea to begin with, but it's something that you guys could think about to do with the Grand Lucayan, because it doesn't seem like anybody wants to buy it. And the Chinese went inside there and took out all the furniture and the silverware and everything. You know how it goes when you have a divorce. So
there we go.
Yeah. So
from here, episode 43 from Sandcastle Studios, Bahamas, production, copywritten 2018.
Oh yeah.
So
you have to put our copyright on it now.
Please enjoy your libation. Enjoy your life, and may you have a sunset, or able to come down and experience our sunset and night on the beach. Our first of many. We're going to do different things, and like I said, enjoy your life, enjoy the company that you keep, and may you be able to share that with someone that you love.
Thank you. Oh, you can see here that a sunset goes down within 30 minutes, right? The sun was up before we started this, and now it's dark.
There you go.
So now you know.
And we're gonna end with the moon shot.
Oh yeah, baby.
There we go.
Okay. I love you guys. See you later.
Love you too. There you go. Some palm trees in the back.